Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? This your boy Marcus Elbow. Welcome back to Healthy Music. And I want to say hey to all my healthy people out there. I hope that you're feeling great, and I hope that you're making great music. Hey, live better, feel better, you'll make better music. This little series I'm about to get ready to start is something I've been wanting to do for a while, because I don't think I talk a lot about my approach to making music. I stream every Saturday, and I think that in my mind, I've always looked at it like, okay, people going to watch me make music and they can learn from that. But I've never really discussed my approach to making music, sampling, and things like that. So hopefully this series, ends up doing well and people, learn a lot from it, and we can get some good feedback, and maybe I can do more videos like this. But today, we're going to be talking about my approach to sampling. And the funny thing about my approach to sampling is I did music for my first 15 years, 17 years, and I never sampled. I didn't really think that it was something that I wanted to do because I just didn't want to pay anybody. And I didn't want to try to get samples cleared. So I never sampled. Everything I did, I either had a musician come in and I sampled their stuff, or, had them play on my track or whatever and did it that way. I didn't really consider that sampling the traditional way, like grabbing records and doing stuff like that. But when I started this channel a few years back, I bought my first MPC because I wanted to talk about it. And man, did I really like sampling. It really became something that I didn't really realize that I was gonna fall into. Now, I'm not an expert by no stretch of the imagination, but the funny thing about what I think that if I would have been a sample-based producer in the 90s, I probably would have blew the hell up, because I had a Casio back then. And just real quick story. I had a Casio back in the day, and on my Casio, you could hold a button and then you could record your voice, or you can record other stuff. And I used to do that. I didn't really think that that's what sampling was, even though that's what I was doing. And then when I got my TS12 and ASR10, I used to just really, find sounds and do the stuff that I just told you. So I really was a sample-based producer from the start because I really didn't know how to play. So here we go, 2023, and most of the beats that I make now are curated by using samples, and I like to get the samples and work around the samples. Sometimes I even pull the samples out, but I love the way the samples inspire me to, make different sounding type beats. So I want to show you a little bit of how I approach it, and maybe, you can learn something from this. So let's check it out real quick. Okay, so the first thing that I do is I go somewhere and I try to find some samples. Now, I do have records. I have a record player. I can do it that way, but again, I'm just not really trying to deal with the whole getting stuff cleared. And they got websites out there now that clears that stuff for you, but I don't know, man. I like, finding stuff that people don't really look for, or splice or whatever. So I was going through these samples, and I found this here. And I thought it was pretty cool. So the first thing I do is I look at the tempo, and then I look at the key that it's in. Because since I'm not really a natural player, I need to know what key it's in. Even after I manipulate it, I want to know what key it started in, so that I could, work around that key. That way my music could sound like it's in sync or whatever. So let's go ahead on and look at this sample that I did right here. And if you haven't watched some of my tutorials on how to sample and stuff like that, just go check that out. But I already sampled this, so let's take a look at it real quick. All right, so as you can see on the desk here, I have the MPC-1, which MPC-1 Plus. I love this little machine. It's compact. It fits in small areas, and I could really just get to work with this thing. It has everything I need to get to work in a relatively quick way. Let's go to the sampling section real quick, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to go to sample edit. Here's a sample right here. I can go ahead and play that for you. Now, what I did do was I took it and I brought it down, but if we keep it up where it was, sounds clean, right? So essentially what I went in and did was I dropped it, I brought it down one tune and slowed it down a little bit. Right. So, and after I slowed it down a little bit, I went on ahead over and I went on ahead and I chopped it. You know what I'm saying? And I just did a basic chop. I mean, nothing too major. You know what I'm saying? I just went through and I chopped it up. Like I said, nothing too drastic. If we go to program edit, you can see right here where I have my chops here. Right, so I got 16 chops, and like I said, I just went in and I chopped it up. I slowed it down. Now this it's still in A sharp. You know what I mean? So we're still right where we want to be, but I have some different speeds. You know what I mean? I slowed it down, but when I got over to the third pad, I went on ahead and slowed it down even more, which brought that into G sharp. And to be honest with you, like, I think the art of sampling is taking a sample and turning it into your own sample. Like trying to, I wouldn't dare take this sample and just lay it over a beat. Like that to me, that's not making music, right? You know what I mean? You got to try to change it out. If we listen to the original sample here, which it sounded dope, but listen to this. All right, that sounds different to me. You know what I'm saying? And we can go in and add some other stuff. But I went on ahead, let's go to main, and I went on ahead and I played that, what you just heard. Let's hear it. I like that. So now what we can do is we can just go ahead on and add us a bass. Since we know that we're in A sharp minor, we can go add us a bass in there real quick, or we can go find a bass and sample that bass and do it that way if you just want to continue to sample. But I'm going to go into my, let's get into our sounds real quick. I'm going to go into my plugins here, and I'm going to go into the sounds. And I got a bass out of Mini D, and I think it's Crafty. So it sounds pretty cool, right? So I'm going to go back to main. And just to show you the pad perform. So I just want to make sure that I stay in, A sharp, A minor, whatever. So let's just go ahead and drop that real quick. All right, I like that. So I'm gonna move on to the drums real quick, and we're just gonna go from there. So let's go find us some drums real quick. I'm gonna go to browse, expansions, probably just jump on Pad Thai real quick. Woo, well, that came in hot. Let's load up Pad Thai. Let's go back to main, and then we just need to make sure we're on Pad Thai. I like that snare off the muscle. Let's hear that. I like that. Yeah. I'm not going to use any of the melodies or anything like that. I don't ever really use that. That boy Pad Thai always got some heat, bro. I always think his drums are a little low, though. Okay, I think I kind of like that. Let's hear it. like that. Let's play that. I'm just gonna hit overdub. Let's go. I like that. You know what? At the end of the day, though, I think that again, when it comes to sampling and making beats, just in general, I think that the approach should always be make it your own. You know, really focus on creativity, focus on originality, and approach every track with that in mind. That even if you're using a sample or if you're not, keep in mind that you want to make it your own. I think if you always approach everything that way, then the majority of the time you will make something unique to you. All right. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, it was a little sketchy. I mean, I'm gonna look for a little feedback from you guys. If you would like for me to really make the beat as I talk about it a little bit more, showing you how to work the machine, I could do that as well. But I really just wanted to really talk about sampling in general, and I didn't cover everything. So this is just like part one of my approach to sampling, and I'm gonna make more and more videos about it and some of the dynamic ways that I feel you could really take a sample and really do some cool stuff with it. But hey, I've been gone for about a week. I was dealing with the flu, but I'm back now. So I just wanted to let y'all know, man, hey, I miss y'all, and you know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be back. Listen, if you want to definitely get any sound packs, anything like that, you can definitely go over to elbowmediastudios.com right now. Right now we have packs, we have gear. If you like this Beat League joint, you can go over there and purchase you a Beat League hoodie and all other type of merch. Again, this stuff helps support the channel, help keep the lights on. Y'all already know what it is. And if you're looking for any type of equipment, anything like that, you can go over to Zounds. They have no financing for some of the equipment. Some stuff, it does require financing, but you can get this stuff in 2 days and you can be banging out. I got links inside of the description. So if you want to support, you can definitely do that. I got links to everything that I use, and you know what I mean, go check it out. At least you can see what I got over here. I know y'all be like, man, Elbow got a lot of stuff going on. Go check it out, man, and let me know what you think. And tell me about this and other stuff that you would like me to talk about that when it comes to my technique for doing things, and I will make a video for it, all right? All right, man, I'll catch y'all later. One, peace. I'm out.